Hey everyone, and how's it going? We've got some set 9 leaders that we can finally go over in the sim, and I'm very happy to check out a few. Nico Robin was one that I was very excited about. We got a new straw hat leader that we haven't had before for a deck. Very exciting to see. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I am very happy to check out. But first, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more deck lists, and let's get into this. This is set 9's Nico Robin, a 4-life purple yellow leader, 5k power with Banish, and when attacking you may trash one card with the trigger from your hand, and you can add one Don from your Don deck as rested. Pretty decent. We get a lot of play around that we can do with the triggers in this deck with a few new cards, but let's get into the deck list. First and foremost, this is not my original deck list. I got it from One Piece Top Decks because I just want to check out the leader first before I started making my own tweaks to it. I have a few cards in mind that I would gonna consider and kind of mention here as we go, but definitely some really fun plays we can make with this deck so far. So firstly, we've got 3 copies of the new 9 cost 10k power Luffy on play. Turn 1 or more cards from your Don deck and then draw 1 card, and this character gains rush. Pretty good. The 1 or more is obviously for the new Luffy leader that comes out this set. However, we can still get this effect by just returning 1. So a 9-10 rush, pretty good top end that we can kind of ramp into. Next, we got 4 of the Banish Zoro, the 6-7 1k counter Banish. Really just another way that we can kind of deny our opponent life while still attacking into him. We have a few cards that do that. I mean, our leader has that built in, so no matter what, they have to give us a card from hand, or they're losing a card from life from any leader swing. Now we ramp into this. If we go first, we go to 1 Don, then 3 Don. On a 3 Don turn, we can do whatever, but then ramp to 4 with our leader ability, and then on our 3rd turn, we'll already be at 6, so we can play this guy out. I mean, that 7k stat line is really big, requiring at least 2 cards pretty much out of hand, unless they use some kind of a Don counter, but really great. Bej, 4 copies of the 3 cost 3k counter, one of the most infamous yellow triggers in the game. The 2k counter, but trigger up to one of your opponent's leader or characters cannot attack during this turn. Now, one of the things I was excited about with this deck was another card we'll skip to. 4 copies of the Derishi. This new event lets us look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 2 cards with a trigger other than the Derishi, add them to your hand. So that blanket search lets us find Beji. Now, one of the things that I would maybe consider in this deck, if we could find the room for it, is the 2-cost Hiyori that lets you take a card from your life and replace it. So that way you could set up your life with some of these really great triggers that we can find, like the Bej, like the 0 cost. But I get there's not a lot of room in this deck, but still a really great 2k counter that we can also search for. Really great. So no reason not to really have it as a 4 of, because then you have a higher chance of it being in your life. We have a few ways to heal, so again, more ways to get it in. Next, we got 4 of our 9 cost Yamato, 9k power, 9 cost. On play, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to that of you and your own your opponent's life, and then if you're at 1 or less life, you heal. Because we have Banish on so many of our cards, and our leader ability, like, there's a good chance that our opponent might still be at 3 or 4 life, possibly if they're defending, giving up their entire hand. So this might have a chance to KO something big. Same with our next card, 3 copies of Gadatsu, 5 cost 6k power 1k counter. On play, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to your opponent's life. So if they're defending early, they're defending those first couple leader swings, this might KO a 5 cost, depending on who you're going up against. Really great card. Next, we've got another 2k counter, 4 copies of Frankie, 4/5, 2k counter. Trigger, draw 1 card, and then if you have 1 or less life, play this card. Really just a great trigger. He's a 4/5 body, so you can play him out to swing with. He's also 2k counter. He has a trigger, so we could trash him from leader ability, and just a great card. Next, we got more of our top end that we're kind of trying to ramp into. 10 cost Ace, 4 copies. 10 cost 10k power. On play, you add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life, and then if you have 2 or less life, he gains rush. So again, really great, just yellow top end. Unfortunately, this deck didn't get any kind of yellow exclusive support. We're really sharing the support from this set with the Luffy leader, so we really only have this purple Luffy to go off of. However, we still already have great top end yellow cards just in general to ramp into. Next, we've got Nami, the 5/5, 1k counter. On play, you may trash one card with trigger from your hand and KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Really high cost for a KO, which is great. And then if you have 3 or less cards in your hand, you draw a card. Really great way to replace itself in her hand. And again, a 5k body, so she can swing after that. Beautiful. Next, we've got one of the best 2k counters in the deck from the new set. The 1-cost Nico Olivia. 1-cost 0k power, 2k counter. On play, give up to one of your leader, Nico Robin's power plus 3,000 for the turn. So 1 Dawn, we go up 3k. That is really great. And then the trigger is also just amazing. If your leader is Nico Robin, draw 3 and trash 2. So a Shirahoshi trigger and also a 2k counter. Also buffs us by 3 on play. That's fantastic. Love this card. 4 copies, of course. And then 4 copies of the new Nico Robin, the 6-cost 6k power, 1k counter. On play, if your opponent has 3 or more life cards, trash up to one of the top cards from their life. And then trigger, play 1-cost 3 or less yellow character from your hand. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy of a card. You know, like I said, if we go first, we can ramp to 6 Dawn for our 3rd turn. So if they defend that first swing, that 5k or even an 8k, if we decide to attach all 3 Dawn, no matter what, unless they're Vegapunk, really, they're going to be trashing a card from this card, which is great because we're also establishing a 6/6 body, so it's a little bit harder to get rid of. Next, we've got Saul, one of the cards that can combo off of this Nico Robin because he's a 3-cost yellow character. 3-cost, 5k power. Of course, we got 4 copies in this. He is just a blocker, no counter, but trigger if your leader is Nico Robin, play this card. Pretty good, pretty good. Again, he doesn't have counter, but he does have a trigger, so if we don't need him in his hand, our hand, we can trash him with leader ability to ramp. Next, we got 4 of our 0-cost events. Of course, there are a decent amount of bricks in this deck, and you want to see this in your life if it's the last card, which again is another reason that the 2-cost Hiyori might be decent in, I mean, honestly, any yellow deck where you're running the 0-cost event. The Hiyori, you know, has potential, but again, pretty tight space in the deck list from what I see. Of course, counter, trash 1 card from your hand. Leader or character gains 3k power for the battle. And then trigger, if you have 0 life cards, put the top card of your deck into your life card, and then trash 1 card from your hand. Really great. And then next, of course, the Darashi that we talked about. Really love this deck. I love Nico Robin as a character. She's one of my favorite Straw Hats, so I was excited to see she got a leader card. A little bit interesting. Unique. I like that we have Banish as just a, you know, kind of static ability. I think it has a little bit more potential to be pretty good. You know, I liked Yamato in set 6. I thought double attack would be pretty good, but ended up not being the best. But maybe we can make Nico Robin work pretty well. Got Pudding. Interesting. 1 purple yellow ramp into another. Let's keep this. We got Darashi, so we can swing 5 and Darashi, and then next turn bada bop. All right, let's see. Let's search first. Of course, we want to find 1 of you and 2k, sure. And then we'll swing 5, trash Saul, gain. Okay. Okay. The good part about this matchup is I feel like I have better card draw. What have they got? So I can just trash that and then look at the searcher. Let's go. Let's, sure. No trigger, but we got a Yamato. That's great. A blocker. Okay. Well, either way, I'm just going to trash this. So trash. So we're at 6. Right now, I guess we don't have another way to ramp. So do I want to ramp into 9? I guess I could. And this is just kind of a dead card anyway. So 9, because then we can Yamato next turn, kill their blocker, probably. We won't heal from it, but, you know. I don't know. I don't know if that was the smartest. Oh, we can actually kill the Katakuri. Then we would have to defend this. Yeah. Frankie, and because getting rid of their 7k swing actually probably would help us. Because then what, they're going to establish a 10 mom next turn, but then we would have a 6-9, you know? So sure, I will defend this with those two because we don't really need the Nami as much in this matchup. So let's first just pop that category. Yep, boom, select no cards. Because right now, look at they have 4 in hand, 3 life, and just a blocker on board. Compared to our board, a little bit scarier, and we do have 10 drop ace. If they go to 10 mamas next turn, they can only swing 5 at our life, so we can just take that, and that's fine. Because then we'll go 2 life and then 10 mom. Okay, they don't have the 10 mom. We would have been able to Yamato or rush ace, basically, is what I was trying to get at. So they get the 10 mom for next turn. Unless they already have a 9 mom. Because then they could... Okay, no. Oh. Just stacking all on to kill probably our Robin. Yeah, that's fine. We'll, of course, always let that go. I kind of want a Darashi to fill my hand back up. But I could also Yamato and kill their blocker. But, yeah, no, let's go here. Search, find... Let's just grab 2 2Ks, I guess. Olivia to buff us later. And Frankie, sure. We could honestly play out the Frankie, just have another body. So now I have 7. Or I could also just play out Robin. Keep the 2K in my hand. Having a 6 cost or a 6K body. Still pretty good. They give us the 2K. And they block out. Great. Okay. So again, if they just 10 mom us now, we'll go to 1 life because I'll take the 5K swing, meaning that I can play out ace, heal, and he'll still get rush. So we'll have a 5, 6, 9, 10 swing. That's kind of great. And no trigger. So let's first swing 5, trash nothing. Okay. Swing 6. Okay. 9, they'll take. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's good, but also, like, they're down to 1 card in hand, and this is a dead card that can only KO 1 thing of us. They take. And we do have a pretty big hand. You know, we have 2K, 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 1K. So even if they 10 mamas, we'll probably be fine. Because I can counter out of the 5 and the 5. Honestly, I'm still on the train that, like, if this leader was given, like, former Baroque Works or, like, something access to the Baroque Works engine, oh, man, it would be so broken with all the already established support, you know? But maybe in a future set, we'll get some more Straw Hat support. All right, let's see. Yeah, we'll take this. Another 1K counter. All right. Are they just splitting? We can take. And just counter out the last one. And then I think we got it. So yeah. We won't even... I don't even think we have to use 2K, 2K. We can keep Olivia to buff herself. If we needed to. So, but yeah. Yep, so we could have buffed herself with Olivia, swung, banished out their last life. So they would have had whatever last life gone, like if it was a beige or something. GG. All right, Reiju. Interesting. Let's go first again. We've got some decent plays. No Darashi, but that's okay. What card would I want to trash for first? So they pick up the Searcher, and then with the Searcher, I assume they used to get, yeah, the smaller. Ooh, okay. I feel like we play out. So do I trash a 2K? I guess. I'll trash the beige. Gain arrested done. Because then we can play out our Zoro next turn. Sure. Maybe we could have gone 8 and just trashed Saul. Maybe that would have been better, but I like just establishing something. Six at us will take. That is a Saul, so we can play him out for free. Love it. I love free. Just play this card out of life. He gets to draw 2 and then 1 from leader ability, so back up to 7 in hand. Unfortunately, Reiju is not a deck that we can really kind of starve out with our Banish, but we can try. All right, let's see. In a world where I don't want to just trash this 2K, like ramping to 9 next turn will be pretty good, but we don't really need it. So we'll swing 5. Realistically, yes, having to trash a card for ramp is pretty rough, but we'll swing 5. Again, they'll probably take, since it's not Banish. Yep. Honestly, yeah, because if they swing into 1, I don't really care if they kill the other, you know, and we got another card out of their hand, so we'll just establish the Zoro. So next turn, we're at 8. If we don't have anything to really play, we can just swing high with our Banish and hopefully get to banish 2 of their life. Because I don't think a lot of Reiju players are running the Yanji blocker. They just have abundance of 2K counter. So yeah, if they rush and try to kill my Saul, I'm not really too worried about it, honestly. That's fine. Won't waste any cards to defend. Not that I could, because I only have 2K counter. So yeah, a lot of bricks. However, if we get to 2 or 1 life, we can heal. Yeah, of course, just let that go. Swing 6 at us. We will just take. Okay. We'll keep this because we can play this out first. Trash. Swing 7/7. Let's leader first. That feels great. So we just banished 1 essentially, which is the kid version, which is better because they'd have to use something else to get it back, giving us 2 cards and then another banish, 7K. Oh, losing a 2K counter, meaning they probably don't have 8K in counter right now. They trash the 7 cost. They probably will play him out to. Yep. That's fine. The Zoro got us a banish swing. We're good with that. We're good with letting him go. We have a lot of rush options next turn, plus 2 cards. We kind of know what their counter situation's looking like. We counter out so we don't die because they have 2 7 swings coming at us, or not. Bej, sure. Well, we have 5, 6, 10. So do I need to clear their board? Kind of. I don't have any counter, but I'll have 2 life. If I'm Reiju, I'm probably just going to let this go. Yeah, because you probably just get it back. Swing 6. Okay. Heal. Do I want to swing at the Ichiji? I think I kind of do. Because he either gives me out the blocker, and then that's only 3 cards in that I have to deal with. Yep. And he can probably just get it back. But then he has to at least commit Dawn. And he's only at 6. So that would only leave him 2. Okay. Reiju filling up his hand again. Alright. I'll take 0 cost and a 0 cost. So we actually have some decent counter. Let's see. Take 1K. We can 0 cost the... Ooh. Interesting. Do I have to play out the 10-drop Luffy to win here? Probably. Or the 9-drop 10K? We go 6/6. Realistically, 6. Okay. No, I think I'm dead, actually. if I play out 9-drop Luffy, because he has 2 blockers and 2 life. So I swing here and just hope the Yamato heals me enough. I do have now 2 0 costs. He lets that go, so at least he'll have to use some Dawn. Boom, heal. Okay. We're still in it. We're still in it. Depending on what this card is. He trashes another 7 cost. Hopefully maybe trying to... If he lets that go with 2 blockers up, I assume he has the 4-drop in hand to play it back out. But that only leaves him 3 Dawn left. So we could probably actually get out of the rest of the swings, depending on if he swings with blockers. Okay, yeah. If he just swings 7, we'll counter out. So we'll give 1. Oh, that's absolutely fine. We can take and hope it's a body. Yes. Still a 5k body that we can swing with. A blocker. Interesting. 3 blockers, 1 life. I have 4 swings essentially. He has 4 in hand, right? Is that enough to go through? 2 blockers, 1 life, 1 kill. So I essentially have 5, 6, 6. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it depends on what he has in his hand. He has a lot in trash. I see a few 2Ks, right? A lot of 2Ks. Oof. Rough. I do have a blocker now. So we could just try and clear his board and then go for game next turn. Let's see. Because now we have still 2 0 costs and a 1k. He gives that up. He might just give all this up. He gives up his hand. Okay. Blocker. Yep. Boom. Choose no targets. Heal. So we have a blocker. Now his hand is a little bit less, and we got rid of one of them. Actually, no, with 3 blockers and 1, 2, 3 blockers, 1, 1. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think we wouldn't have won because of the counter he gave us, right? But now it's trickier for him. But he has more Dawn now. Did he go through all of his... we were going to 0 cost this for sure. Boom. So how does he win here? I have 1 life. He needs 2 swings to go through, and I have a blocker. So unless he can get rid of the blocker, I don't think I'm dead here. And I kind of do want to keep this rush, but now I have 3 big bodies plus leader swing, so here's where I would like a Nami, right, to just KO one of them. But I think honestly we could probably just math it out. All right, so he's gonna swing. I think we counter out of this too, just in case he can get rid of our blocker. But now I think we're just gonna give him all our counter, sure. Because now if he plays out 2 rush cards, we still block. I don't know. 8 Dawn. Was he gonna use a judge? Yeah. So no hand. He'll Dawn minus and probably Reiju, yeah. So he'll have 3 cards. Interesting. No, what is the Niji? The Blue Ranger to bounce my blocker. So we'll just block this. Yeah, right? Because his only swing is Yanji, which he's not going to swing with, right? Because he needs his 2 blockers. All right, so he's got 2 blockers, 1 life. I have 4 swings. He has 2 cards. I think the math is just perfect. So 9. We have enough to go 9-9. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Boom. Right, so 2 cards, 9. Yeah, yep, yeah, the math was there. We had it. GG. Oh, Shanks. This is going to be a tough matchup. We do have 2 Darishi, but I don't have any top end, so I am going to mulligan. We get a bit better of a hand. We're going second, which is unfortunate. We still really only have to ramp once in a match, right? Yeah, no turn 2 play for us. We do have a Yamato. Zoro's really good in this matchup. 7k swing. You know, let's still require a 2k counter. He's just going to swing 8. We'll take, draw 1 card. Sure. That's pretty good. 4, we have to swing 6. Right. And then I can trash. Oh, geez. I guess Nami. Because I kind of want my 2k counter. All right. Okay, gives us a 2k. We play out a blocker. Not that I'm going to block too much, but hey. And then next turn, we're going up to 7. So we'll be able to play out Zoro, still swing 6. We have to swing 6 to even kind of connect anything in this matchup. Kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, this is on paper, you're like, oh, just minus 1k. That, how bad could that be? But now Yasop coming to this, we actually have to swing far more. All right, so 2k. We will be able to get Yamato out soon. Ooh. What triggered what I want to trash, though? Sure, I kind of want to kill him. Let's trash a Frankie. Boom. We could actually play out... Yeah, we could do this. We could play her out, buff to 8. Maybe there's a world where that just connects. Hey, we'll get freaky. No ramp 8, so at least a 2k counter. Because, yeah. Giving us all of his 2Ks is great, sure, because now we'll establish Zoro. So we at least, Zoro will be able to swing into him with no Dawn commitment and still require something. He's at 5 life, so... Oh, the Beckman. The Beckman. Do I just Yamato and kill that? I think so. Well, at least make sure he has no board. So we can do this. He'll free 1k, right? But then Zoro swings in for 7. Probably gets it. Boom. Maybe we should have gone Zoro first. Because then if he minuses Zoro, it means we're swinging 6-5 essentially. The Banish goes through. He loses a 2k counter. That's lovely. It's only a 9 Dawn. Okay, Lucky Root. Ooh, man, that is a rough one because Zoro has to swing first, essentially. Unless he just kills him, but that's fine, I guess. Then not really a point in... I mean, if I'm him, I just played out Lucky Root. Like, is there a point to that? I guess. Let's go 6. Boom, and we can play out Luffy. Draw a card. Establish a 10k body. Okay, he gives us 1k, 9. At least we turn to 0 optional Dawn. Draw 2k, great. Block. I guess you could kill my Olivia, but that we don't have really a way to get back. 8-drop Katakuri would actually be pretty decent in this deck to kind of recycle this card. Make it a bit worth it to play it out earlier, but... Really, it's just like an Omaru at the end of the game. That is scary. I am scared. I can save it, though. I can save it. Yes. I have to kill it. I have to kill it. I have to kill it. Oh, that's not a good... Oh, that's not good. Okay. He has 4 cards in hand, a free 1k. It's a 13k body. Jeez Louise. Should I just stack a bunch of Dawn? 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, if I'm going to try to commit to killing it, I'm going to try to commit to killing it. Like, 8 is way too much, though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I think I just stack all of it. Like, there's no point to messing around. If I want it dead, which I need it dead, unless he has another one. If he's got another one, we're still dead. Well, no, because I can 1k out of the 5 swing, right? Yeah. He'll just free minus this. We'll swing 9 and he'll take, I guess. Jeez. Ugh. That is scary. He gives us counter. Maybe he forgot to use leader ability. Maybe, I don't know. 2 life. If he doesn't deal with one of our bodies, we might be able to just win next turn. If he has another Roger, that's kind of scary. Although we wouldn't lose that turn, and I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, see, I kind of like using Yamato sometimes as like an offensive on play, you know, even if I don't get to heal. Being able to KO that Ben Beckman was kind of crazy. That is a little bit trickier. However, I think we can still deal with it. Can't save that. Can't save that. 1k. Yeah, should I let maybe a hopeful trigger? I don't know. That's a 12k body. Do I stack all and try and kill again? Or do I heal? Luckily, he does not work on... Let's see. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, countering out. Interesting. Interesting. Is he saving Don to save that? I mean, that's an 8k, 9k right now. That would be, what, 18? I probably would get it, but then what's the point? I think swinging here he takes, and then I go up to 2 life. We live. Like, there's no way we die. Yeah. Okay, heal, choose new targets. Think we're in a good spot, actually. If he plays out a second one of these, it's... I don't know. We do have the Olivia to kind of buff us, and we're at 2 life now, so... I feel pretty safe. We'll let that go. Right? 11, 13. Yeah, we could... No. I won't. Alright. Yeah, see, I'm not too worried about this. We'll just take both of these because hopefully we're hoping the game ends next turn. Boom. Eh. I get out to. No. Alright. So you have 4 cards in hand. Let's buff to 8, 9, 10, 11. And then what? That's 6 left. So that's 7, 13. 11, 13. Sounds good to me. Hopefully this Banish goes through so you don't get this last life. Please. This is 7, 9, 11, 13. Those are all 2Ks plus leader ability. Do I think they're all 2Ks? Probably not, because there's a few of them in his trash, which he just trashed. Another 1K. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Hopefully 13. Yes. GG. Whew. That was tricky. Especially with 2 of these on board. My goodness. Luckily, this doesn't go off of leader as well. If it minus my leader, wow. Yeah, my goodness. This is a very fun deck. Very tricky a little bit to kind of get around our top end. And the fact that we don't have any other ramp really besides our leader ability. Realistically, we only probably have to ramp once or twice. The pressure that we apply from playing out some of these Banish Body or Nico Robin is just tremendous. On top of Banished on our leader ability, like, our opponent is probably going to go into end game with a lot fewer cards than they're used to in their hand. Like, either they're losing them from life or they're losing them from their hand trying to save their life. And even if they save their life, we can use Yamato's on play or Nico Robin's on play to kind of be a little bit offensive in that regard. So definitely a fun deck. I am now going to try and tweak it a little bit just to try and make it my own, see if there's any other tech cards that I like in it. Definitely considering the Julie Bonnie, the 3-drop that lets us draw 2 trash 1 if we deal damage to our opponent's life. I believe that would also work if we trashed their life. No, I would have to check. So if we play the Bonnie and then on a later turn just play this out to trash life, I don't know if we would get that draw, but extra draw seems pretty good in this. Bonnie has a trigger, so it would work for leader ability. 7 Mom also seems like a decent card, you know, just another way that they would either heal us or banish, and then it's an AK body. Pretty good. It is a dead card with no trigger though, so a little bit harder to fit in, but maybe as a 2-of would fit in nicely here. But yeah, any suggestions to the deck you have, leave them in the comments. Definitely want to check out more lists for this, and I will see you all in the next video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.